Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler with the OBX Wave Report, filming to the north of Jeanette's Pier. Some 2 to 3 foot waves with the occasional 4-footer roll in off the North Atlantic Ocean. Earlier today, a bit larger and choppier, but cleaning up and getting glassy with some light rain earlier and some fog rolling in. You can see that off to the north, that fog starting to settle in on the beach here as we get a little bit of north wind, but nonetheless very glassy conditions here on the sandbars. I'm a bit surprised there's no one else out. Did just complete surf session number 29 for me, and some pretty good waves to be ridden here at the pier. Did hear tell that down in Rodanthe waves were bigger, if a little bit more textured and choppy. Okay, so let's look at the data provided by the wave monitors, the WaveWatch 3 model data, and the buoy data, as well as observations by yours truly and some other surfers up and down the Outer Banks. All right, so right now at Nag's Head, we're going to call this 2 to 4 foot and clean. Wave monitors right now it's saying 3 to 5, but really not supported. Some of these waves looking kind of like 1-footers, so but probably good 2 to 3 foot plus on the sets, maybe 2 to 4 foot. Primary swell coming in out of the east northeast at 3.6 foot and 12 seconds. We've got winds right now blowing out of the north at about 4 miles per hour, coming in behind a little bit of a leading edge of cooler air, and that's what's kicking up that fog that we can see moving down the beach here. Air temperature is falling a bit right now, getting to around 57. We did have a temperature of around 60 degrees earlier, so beautiful weather earlier, and then some clouds and rain rolled in. Ocean water temperature is very cold at about 45 to 46. To our south in Rodanthe, we've got 3 to 5 foot waves and textured conditions, with a swell coming in out of the east northeast at 3.9 foot and 13 seconds. South-southwest winds at 13 miles per hour, so a bit windier down there and probably a bit choppier. But as that leading edge of cool air gets down there, looks like they might get some rain as well, and might clean things up a little bit in the afternoon. And then down at Buxton, we've got some side shore chop with some heavier waves in the range of 4 to 6 foot, with a swell coming in out of the east, pretty solid out of the east at 4.6 foot and 13 seconds. Winds out of the southwest at around 15 miles per hour, so stronger winds mean choppier conditions, but might calm down later. Temperatures around 60 degrees down there at Buxton, and then the ocean water temperatures at 51. And last of all, looking at Frisco, we've got 3 foot plus waves and choppy conditions with those southwest winds blowing. Today, depending on where you are, choppy or textured to clean. Waves in the range of 2 to 5 foot, once again, depending on your location. And relatively warm today, with temperatures near 60 to the upper 50s, depending on your location and depending on where that leading edge of cooler air resides. Light winds today. For tomorrow, fair to choppy with 2 to 4 foot waves, some southeasterly winds ranging from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Rain expected during parts of the day, highs in the upper 50s. And by Tuesday, fair to choppy conditions. We've got strong westerly winds expected to blow on Tuesday, with 20 out of the southwest and west, 20 to 30 miles per hour, and then shifting to the northwest later on in the day. Sunny with highs in the upper 50s, but falling by afternoon. Wow, this swell is really starting to die. And then on Wednesday, 2 to 5 foot and fair to choppy, with northwesterly winds blowing from 10 to 17 miles per hour. sunny with temperatures in the mid 40s. And last of all, on Thursday, 2 to 4 foot with mixed conditions, although mostly fair conditions. So mixed, clean to choppy, but mostly fair. Light winds and sunny with highs near 50. All right, so that's going to conclude our observations and forecast for today, and I'm just going to go ahead and walk around here a little bit just to show you guys what's going on. It does look like the swell is starting to die here. Might just be due to low tide, but nonetheless, swell is certainly softening up quite a bit. Right now, waves looking like, I don't know, 1 to 3 foot. Pretty small right now. Let's go ahead and just look to the south side. We're going to walk over here. As I walk over, we're just going to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. Those impacts being rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. We here on the coast definitely feel the effects of climate change, and just as everyone else does, but here it's very visible because the dividing line between the ocean and the houses and the dunes is noticeably shrinking, and the effects of beach erosion are very widespread, particularly here in the Outer Banks, but I'm pretty sure that most coastal regions are feeling the widespread effects of rising sea levels, beach erosion, and more intense storms. The primary solutions to the climate crisis are the mass deployment of clean energy, and the mass deployable forms right now are wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, but there are also a number of other clean energy technologies that are under development, but we've got to definitely deploy the ones we have now so we can reduce the damage that is presently ongoing and driven by fossil fuel burning. All right, so looking at the south side, really not much different here. Honestly, waves look like they're kind of fading out a bit, much smaller than earlier. But hopefully, as the tide starts to turn, we'll get a little bit more in the way of waves. And if you didn't get out today and get some good ones, you'll have the opportunity. All right, so thank you for joining me for this Sunday session of the OBX Wave Report. I believe this is Sunday, February the 11th. So the Sunday, February the 11th session of the OBX Wave Report. Hope you guys do get out and enjoy some good surf. And much love to y'all. Talk to you shortly. And we'll just go ahead and close out as this lovely swell rolls in here on the first sandbar on the south side.